I'm sure everyone's familiar with the war in Skyrim, the Stormcloaks and the Imperials. Well, I took a note from them when I was walking through Skyrim and decided, you know what? You know what a really good way to stop the war is? It's to just kill everybody. And hear me out, if there's nobody alive, how can they fight each other? So with my non-psychopathic ideas, trust me, it's for the environment, it's fine. I started a new save, decided to make myself this abomination, and then set out to murder absolutely everybody.
A life of crime is still a life. Be wary, thief.
Pretty sure it's everyone else who has to be wary of me, but okay. Now if you're familiar with Skyrim, you know that killing people isn't really a thing you can do, but I do have a button for that. It's very effective, and by effective I mean it kind of works sometimes. It also takes like half an hour to work, so I'm just going to sit here and kind of wait. Once the button had done, I successfully murdered my first victim. The second attempt was less successful. I decided I needed a weapon, so I grabbed the best one available. Clothes iron. Like to see you defend this, bitches. Unfortunately, the people were clearly gods and disarmed me in half a second, so I decided to grab a new toy, which somehow had less of an effect than the clothes iron did.
What are you doing?
Nothing in particular, go to sleep.
But a half-starved wolf.
Lucky if it doesn't rip our throats out. Rip our throats out.
Rip your throats out, you say? Sure would be a shame if someone released the wolf. Okay, they killed it in like a second. Why did none of my plans work? With everyone dead, I quickly escaped the cave. Oh, hold on, there's a light inconvenience I have to deal with, let me just, bonk. I immediately appeared out near Whiterun, and someone non-ironically tried to rob the man who was killing everyone around him, which went very well for him. I decided to start at Markarth because I hate Markarth the most and wanted to die. Fergus heard a noise. Hello sir, I would like to borrow your carriage. No, I'm not going to murder everyone, why are you asking? I waited for that one scene to appear where that guy stabs everyone, but it just kinda never happened. I stole this man's potatoes and then beat him to death. Then proceeded to slaughter everybody in the building, before kicking a guard in the nuts and sending him across the room. The button doesn't work on some enemies, so I have a spell for that instead. I knew it. I knew that person was going to come in here and literally slaughter all my friends. Oh hey, that guy finally showed up. He's just kind of biting the ankles of this guard. Unfortunately, some enemies are completely immune to the death spell. I don't know how this is even possible. Although it does work on most other people. Even the courier, who I hit on complete accident, so, whoops. I managed to steal this dude's clothes. Bench pressed a naked guy. I tried raising an army of the dead, with mixed results. I found an interesting spell. Turns out it's the spell the dragons use, and it's actually really cool. Kicked another dude in the nuts. I entered the keep prepared to murder the Jarl and all of his friendos. Hit the Jarl in the face with the no spell. I found a dude praying to his food, so clearly he was insane and had to die. I then stole this food. I don't know who shot this guy in the back of the spine, because I don't use arrows, so... Wait, steal arrow... It was you! Why are you so angry about it, though?
It's just the market rabble.
Yeah, it's just the market rabble. It wasn't even slightly just the market rabble, by the way, it was absolutely me. Picked this guy up, he just kind of fell over and continued to body slam air. Stole a horse that was really small for some reason. Slap. I figured out that you could set people on fire by bashing them with a torch. That's cool. Tried to hit this guy, missed and hit his horse. Blew a Thalmor into the river, which unfortunately angered an army of mud crabs. Literally broke a dog. I don't know if she thought I couldn't see her, but she was just being really creepy, so whoops. And for the first time in the run I met Rudolph. Now I decided to bully Rudolph, which was a really bad idea, because as you know, Rudolph is magic, and he crashed my game. Well, no more bullying the reindeer. Blew some force one off a cliff. I found a giant flying hen, which was not a dragon, although it did make a chicken noise. Don't know what to make of that. Found you first. This bear must have been a friend of Rudolph, because the second I bullied him, this happened. I crashed my game again. Wait, no, Rudolph, please. Just don't bully me, okay? I won't, I swear. Just please, don't crash me. I wandered up to a random house and found the dead courier. Like, we're seriously in the middle of nowhere here. How did you get here?
What do you want, cat?
I gave the courier a proper Viking's funeral. I saw Rudolph again, but gave him a wide berth so he didn't eat my game. Wandered straight past this man with stealth 100. Managed to find this dude in a tree though. This woman must have had ties to Rudolph because the second I blew her off the cliff, this. He crashed my game again. Dear Lord, not the bears again. Ah, Falkreath. The epitome of nature. So peaceful. So serene. Well, enough of that. Let's go kill everybody. The dog seems pretty happy about it. I tried to murder this skeleton, but someone stole my kill. So I stole his life. I shit you not, 3 different guards tried to arrest me, one after the other. I hit these dudes into a furnace, but caught a goat in the crossfire. He did manage to escape, though I later found him just kind of running into a fence. I guess being blown straight into a rock kinda does that to your brain, huh? Fuck the bulletin board. Slam this woman's head against the fence. That goat from earlier had now sustained mega brain damage and was now trying to eat me, for some reason. Dude, listen, I don't... why are you do... Okay. What is going on with the goats around here? Anyone else think this animation's really cool? Oh no, a spooky werewolf. The woman in here did a legitimate double take.
Let me know if you... Ha! Found you.
So I body slammed her into her own wardrobe. For goat, serious... I'm not even paying attention to you. Go away. Are you serious? Oh my god, even the ducks are in on it. Why are the birds attacking me? I don't think Nex is supposed to bend that way. Dude, Fergus is the horse now. Not sure what this thing is. Or what's happened to it.
Strangers like you bring war.
You don't want to be bothering me. Now scat.
Went to go kill the Jarl, but Rudolph must have been meeting with him or something, because... yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Man, I sure don't know who this guy is. Would be a shame if I just went bonk. I had a mod installed that added boats. They're actually really cool, especially for survival mode where you can't fast travel anywhere. So I decided to take the boat to Solitude or something. The boat can also go from Whiterun to Riverwood, but I swear there was something in the way of the boat doing that. How do you get up that? I got attacked by the purple wiggle. Who the fuck is Lorm?
What the fuck's a lommy?
Finally got my boat and set off on my destination. Unfortunately, apparently when I was on my boat trip, I stopped to try and eat a circle or something, and then someone just bonked me and threw me in the river. That's fine, I mean the river's small, I'm sure I'll only end up down the what the I'm in Antarctica. How did you get here? Where am I? Are you serious? Well, ironically, I am kinda close to Solitude, so I guess I'll just swim there. After about 3.5 hours of swimming, I finally saw it. The capital of Skyrim. Too bad it'll be, like, burnt down in about 5 minutes. I was gonna murder this small town, only to realize that they were just kinda standing over a corpse of some dude. Hell, I respect any town that decides to murder people for no reason. These guys can live. Maybe they'll take over Solitude and make the world a better place or something. I went to save Rogvir, but literally accidentally killed him. I'm a good guy, I swear. Kind of. I literally could not see anything because of my vision. I think that swim froze my eyes. That is not even a funny joke. I've been swimming for 2 hours. Actually, I kind of was. Owned. How do you own a hay pile? Guess I'll sleep on this one with a corpse on it. Hey look, I can actually kind of see now. This woman was legitimately beating the absolute shit out of me.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
Joke's on you, I'm planning an attack on Ulfric. Wee bonk. However, I will also be then killing Whiterun, so it's kind of null and void. These two soldiers were literally tag teaming me until I finally got the upper hand with them. It was really difficult to hit them. Is that a bird? Can I jump on it? Hey, so that's where you went. I don't even know who you are, but you're going on the floor. You're a couple of sandwiches short of a picnic, aren't you? This dude, whose name was apparently Local Dog, was literally invincible to all of my attacks, including my death spell. Why? I broke the shit out of this guy. Slammed her face against the concrete. Jarl Elisif, of course, was immune to my attacks, and then became a bane in my existence for the next 20 minutes. Elisif, I will steal your organs.
Never should have come here.
Elisif, listen, I'm trying to have a conversation. Elisif, Elisif, stop. Stop it. Why? Stop. Literally stop it, woman. This is bullying. I'm calling the police.
You're stupider than you look. I should bash your faces.
You smell like a hag, Raven.
Elisif, listen. We can't keep doing this. This is literally... And then, as I was stealing salmon from the locals, I saw it. The holy weapon. A gift from God himself to strike down my enemies. Like this guy, even though he wouldn't die. Although I did make him literally into paste though. Dude, how much jam do you have in you? Dude, stop. Peace at last. Nothing can possibly ruin this moment. Elisif, I go away. Yeah, good. Slide away. Stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. Oh, nope. Okay. Slaughter some farmers and the horse. No. Hey, look, it's Morthal. I can't even remember the first thing about this town, but I'm gonna go slaughter it. Oh, Jarl Idgrod. I've come for you. Your stupid lackeys won't be able to stop me. Where are you going, Idgrod? Where are you going? She has died.
You will not disrespect Jarl Idgrod while in this hall.
She's literally dead, dude. You're awful at your job.
You might want to put away that weapon. Murdered in cold blood! Let me know if there's anything I can help.
I literally murdered all of Morthal in like 2 seconds. Turns out having an axe makes things much easier. Rudolph literally death stared me. No, I'm not gonna do it. Please just don't crash me. Slaughtered a Stormcloak camp. Here I met a young boy named Allison who helped me track down the locals and kill all of them because he didn't like them or something. Unfortunately, I couldn't adopt him because I didn't own a house. For now, anyway.
Hey, watch it.
Allison led me to the bar where I slaughtered almost everybody I could see. Having slaughtered everyone in here, he led me back outside.
What is it?
He then led me to the guard tower where I killed everybody and stole their pie. Took out the Jarl's quarters.
Supposed to be in here.
Wait, is that? You didn't. What? Upon trying to kill Swazzler Wavespring, I unfortunately activated Dead by Daylight protocol, where I could only move 1 meter every 2 years and couldn't strike until after the person had escaped and literally moved to France. If you can't tell, I really don't like Dying Light. That's the wrong game, I meant Dead by Daylight. I could redo this, but to be honest, I can't be bothered. With Dawnstar dead, I moved to Winterhold. Sat my bum on one of those fires like the stormtroopers in LEGO Star Wars. Mushed my face against a mountain for half an hour instead of just going around because I'm a stubborn little bitch. I asked the almighty cow for help up the mountain, but he said I had to prove myself by getting up all on my own. I then conversed with the great cow, who told me many knowledge, like how only 25% of the people viewing my videos are subscribed. He then asked the viewers to subscribe for me. He's a very nice cow. But then, disaster struck. He non-ironically posted his opinion on Twitter, so for that, the penalty was death. I broke into this woman's house, stole her bow, and then proceeded to murder her with it. I took out Cloud Spring's legs and then proceeded to execute him Old Western style. Any last words?
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a
Wait, what? But who the hell? Why are you a floor mat? I didn't do this to you. I don't even know who you are. How did this happen? Well, I guess he's the Elisif of this land, except he's on the floor just kind of sliding across it. They thought they could stop me with their literal gate made out of metal, so initially I tried to break through with my epic lockpick that I had. But then I decided to bring some of my own magic to the table, and just kind of, flew straight through the door.
Always encouraging to see the younger generation. Never should have come here.
Assorted books.
It's lies. All of it. I don't care what she told you.
I made every single mage walk the literal plank, and then tried to leave, only to be reminded that the door was locked. So I escaped using legitimate methods, I swear. Murdered the Jarl and all of his friends. I literally killed everybody in here, and they just stood around yelling about how they wanted someone else to do something about it, which I feel like is a meta for, like, the human population or something. This dude was just kind of sitting in the road when a dog came up and barked at him, and he just kind of walked away. Or he tried to, anyway. I can't kill the cart drivers, so I'm just going to use them to my advantage. Not sure how he's going to get there with a dead horse, though. How can this bedroll be owned if the owner is literally dead on a tree stump over there? Got to Solitude, broke into the stable master's house. I then immediately ran into his wife,
My husband died.
who somehow knew that he was dead.
Until next time.
Silence, guard. The only person who can be racist around here is me. I then had a nice nap, and for some reason no one realised I was the one who was killing everybody. So I proceeded to kill everybody around to see if they would then notice that I was the murderer. They didn't actually seem to. They just kind of walked around.
The storm cloaks.
You're a war hero, Brunwolf. Ulfric will listen to you.
In Ulfric's palace, fighting the guards was easy enough, but unfortunately Ulfric has hacksaw or something. Guys, please, I'm just trying to get a stop bullying me. Listen, can we just talk about this, please? I don't want this. I then slaughtered Ulfric and all of his friendos. Threw this guard into a river. Then noticed something out the corner of my eye, and it was some woman just kind of sliding up the stairs. Okay. I decided to leave the docks of Windhelm to the Argonians. Hopefully they could retake the city and start another war again because they're morons. After killing all of Windhelm, I found this guy who got eaten by a spider, and then proceeded to loot him. Wow, that sure is a lot of skooma. I'm sure drinking 6 at once will be fine. Hey, do you guys hear something? Oh, Jesus. God, the sun's bright. Where? Wait, am I? Is this Whiterun? How did I? But I was on the trail from Windhelm. How much skooma did I drink? Alright, well, I suppose there's nothing left to do now except slaughter everyone. Listen, dude, I'm hungover as hell. Just leave me alone, please. Hi, welcome to War Maidens, where we only sell shoes for some fucking reason.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death?
Joke's on you, old man. I'm the god of life and death. I bullied the companions a little bit, then hid in a bush where apparently everyone knew my exact location, even though there's no fucking way they could possibly know that. The sky was really pretty, though. I then killed Nazim and all of his weird friends he hung out with. Went for a nice friendly drink with the locals at the Battered Mare. And then went up to Dragon's Reach to meet the Jarl. I got the usual friendly greeting upon entering. Farengar snapped his neck on the door. Well, Jarl Balgruuf, because I can't kill you because you're broken or something, I'm gonna send you off the edge of the world instead. It didn't work, of course it didn't. Fine then, I'll just send you to space! That spell sends people 290,000 meters in the air. So, he's either in the stratosphere or he's with God now. So either way, he's not really alive anymore. After literally burning Whiterun to the ground, I went to my final target, Riften. Upon entering Riften, I found a new axe. So my amazing plan to kill my ultimate target was to distract the guards with a war. It's a very experimental mod that spawns things, changes the way things are, all sorts of different stuff, and to be honest, I'm not sure how it's gonna go. It did spawn a tiger though. The distractions seem to be going pretty well. And hey, they even set fire to the boardwalk. That meant I didn't need to do it. Also, Ulfrid Battleborn just ran right past me and I didn't even bat an eye. With the guards thoroughly distracted, I went to kill my target. She can sometimes spawn in the church, so I went for a look but couldn't find anything. So I broke into her house, found her son eating at the table, and decided to slit his throat. Then I went to look for her, but it turns out she wasn't actually in this building either. Ignoring that Shadowmere was eating a guard's corpse, I went to see the Jarl. Murdered everyone in here, but unfortunately our target wasn't in here either.
Welcome to Mistvale.
I have made quite the mess in here, haven't I? I was just about ready to give up the search, when all of a sudden...
Need something?
There she was, Maven Blackbriar, the most annoying shitty NPC in the game. I put my weapon away as to not spook her and waited for my chance to strike. Then, I attacked. She drew her blade and tried to fight back, but she was no match for me. With one final push, I'd crippled her. As Maven took her final breaths, I remembered the literal 7 years of having to deal with her bullshit throughout the entire of the Thieves Guild questline. And I pulled the trigger. And Maven Blackbriar was finally dead. I threw her into the river and she literally sank into the abyss. With Riften crippled and their leaders dead, I decided it was time to leave. Wait. This doesn't make any sense. I turned the spell off. This shouldn't be happening. Every time I tried to access the menu to turn the spell back off, my game almost froze. I had to get away from Riften. The frames were too bad for me to open my menu without the Xbox literally shitting itself. I finally escaped Riften, but it wasn't any better out here either. I fled into the river to escape the guards, in hopes that if I could get far enough away, the frames would return to normal and I could open the menu again. Chaos literally rained down around me as I fled. It was nightfall before I'd managed to escape far enough away to turn the spell back off. I channeled all my strength into casting the spell, and finally managed to open the menu. With a final push of a button, I'd stopped it. The chaos was receding. It was done. I'd saved the entire world, but in doing so, exhausted all my strength. As I drifted away from the bayside, I realized I couldn't get back. I was too weak to pull myself ashore. It didn't matter. I'd destroyed every single city in the game. I'd stopped chaos before it had even started. I'd saved the world, and as the water covered my face and I sank into the depths, my quest was finally over. Wait. Dawnstar? But how did...
By order of the Jarl, stop right
No, wait,
there.
you don't understand. I just saved the world. There was chaos everywhere. Everyone was... You have to believe me. This isn't my fault. I'm a changed man. I was too weak to fight the guards, and so they arrested me.
I guess you're smarter than you look.
When they finally let me out, I was haunted by my past actions.
What happened?
I was determined to make them right. That's when I got an idea. I was determined to find the boy I met before, the one who helped me kill everyone here. When I found the courier's dead body on that hilltop, I was also attacked by that woman that I blew off the cliff. Upon killing her, I discovered she had a key in her possession. It was a key to the house on the top of the hill. When I tried adopting him before, I didn't have a house to live in, but now I did. If I could find him, I could make a life for us. Restart everything. It took me a while of searching, but finally, there he was. Weeks had passed since then. Everything had changed, with both the Imperials and the Stormcloaks gone. Skyrim united to defeat the Thalmor in battle, and won. I'd made Skyrim a better place, even though my methods were surely questionable at best. As I went to enter my house, I heard some familiar footsteps. It was Rudolph. Instead of crashing my game or threatening me, he simply smiled, and looked back at me as he disappeared off into the wilderness. As I said my final goodbyes to Rudolph, I turned back to my house. It had been a long journey, but now it was time to start my new life. Without the axe.